Hello everyone and welcome to the video on how to improve student speaking. Using new technologies is one of the main priorities in Nazarbayev Intellectual School. So that's why in this video we will talk about how to improve student speaking with the help of using new technologies. So let's go. Communication plays the vital role in the modern world. So that's why the 21st century learning design is aimed at improving communicative skills. Also, the use of new technologies is transforming the way we live and work. Students are using new technologies extensively, and we need to ensure them that using new technologies is a powerful tool to learn and develop their skills. That's why this video is aimed at applying new technologies to developing speaking skills. We will talk about different tools that we use in our practice. And according to students' results, we can say that we ensure you that these tools are really effective. In this video, we will talk about learning objectives, we will talk about success criteria and some tips to upgrade student speaking. Lots of teachers struggle with the problem of teaching speaking-free students who can constructively give their opinion and give arguments and facts. There are several questions that teachers ask to themselves, like where to start, what should I do, what tools should I use. So now, let's find out what our teachers and students think about these questions.
In my lessons of English, I often use smartphone or laptop cameras. They're easy to use and make it possible for students to record themselves and watch their performances in English. Later, they can view these videos together with their teachers or with their peers, see their mistakes and discuss how they can improve their speaking skills. And also, students can work on their body language, gestures or facial expression, which is very important for any public presentation.
In my own, the most useful tip to improve your speaking skills is to track your voice. So you can do it by special equipment like recorder. Do it for about 50-20 minutes during you read the book. So this is how you can improve your English skills.
My advice for improving student speaking skills is practice, practice, practice. Okay? They need to practice with each other, practice online, practice reading out loud. A couple of good tips is they can record themselves just using a phone or a laptop, record themselves speaking and then listening to it back. Another good thing is perhaps reading out loud. So they just read a book out loud so they get used to speaking English with a good flow. And of course, having discussions with other people, maybe with their teachers, other students. Maybe you could even have online discussions with first language speakers in other countries.
Let's identify the elements of high-level speaking and compare them with your learning objectives from your subject program. There are universal assessment criteria for speaking: fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammar range and accuracy, and pronunciation. Here are the examples of how these assessment criteria can be used to cover the learning objectives. Let's look through these learning objectives from your subject program. The first and the second learning objectives are related to giving an opinion in grade 6 and grade 8. It can be a dialogue, a monologue. There is a difference or development from grade to grade. It means that if in grade 6, students should give their opinion in limited range of topics, in grade 8, they should do the same but in wide range. The third learning objective is connected with interacting with their peers in dialogues or while completing a task. These learning objectives are closely related to the first assessment criterion, fluency or coherence, because during expressing their opinion or interacting with their peers, students should organize their speech in clear and logical way. They can use different linking words, expressions, or phrases to show their agreement or disagreement. These learning objectives are closely related to the criterion of lexical resource, because here students should use the topical vocabulary that they have learned. As you see, there is a close connection between the assessment criteria and the learning objectives. The four criteria can be used to cover different learning objectives. It depends on your task, level of students, and official documents as test specifications or course plan. In this video, we will show you how we make students achieve the learning objectives. We will demonstrate some new technologies and methods that help us in our classes. Before we start, we highly recommend you register your learners and teachers in Office 365 that was created by Microsoft Corporation. It's a free platform that gives you and your students big opportunity to collaborate and develop different skills in different subjects. Also, most of our speaking tips will be connected with this platform. Click on the link below and see how you or your school IT specialist can register your institution in Office 365. It's a step-by-step instruction that will be clear for everyone. Also, you can find a variety of videos on YouTube about this and other tools created by Microsoft Corporation for education. As I said, Office 365 has a variety of different tools for education. To this criteria, we can use the new tool Immersive Reading in Microsoft Word Online or page in Office 365. As you see, there are a lot of apps, tools to use that I use in my practice. To use Immersive Reader, you should go to Microsoft Word Online. So here is the example, and to open Immersive Reader, click View and Immersive Reader. Here you can change voice to male or female and speed, do it faster or slower. So let's choose male and play.
What is mythology?
Myths are stories from all over the world and date back to ancient times. Some tell how the world was created.
So immersive reading is useful to develop fluency and pronunciation. Students listen to the reader and try to imitate them sentence by sentence, paying attention to the pronunciation of unknown words. Is lexical resource. To enlarge students' vocabulary, we offer you to use Quizlet. Learning new words through just learning them by heart is boring and ineffective. Scientists state that a person should face with the same information 7-10 times to remember it in the long-term memory. And Quizlet gives students an opportunity to practice with the words in different ways. Also, some exercises are created as games that makes the learning process more exciting. And now, let's look how Quizlet works. So, to use Quizlet, go to Quizlet.com website, and here you should create your account. So I am already logged in, so this is my account, and here you can create a list of topical vocabulary. So for example, like this one, Here we have new words for my students and their synonyms, their definitions. So as I said, students can learn new vocabulary using different ways. So it can be cards, it can be learning, so writing, spelling, test, matching, and to games, gravitation, and life. You can, after creating a list, you can share the link with your student. So this is the link, so send this link and your student will be able to use this website and enlarge their vocabulary. The next criterion is coherence. This success criterion is achieved by using linking words to organize their speech. The first thing you should do is to make a list of linking words to each level. For beginners and elementary level, it can be the linking words as and, but, because, for example. For more advanced level, it can be however, nevertheless, although, also, etc. Make your own list according to your students and make sure that they have learned them. Then, you should teach your students how to organize the ideas that they will use in their speaking. We offer you to use graphic organizers and MindMeister in Microsoft Teams. When your students are able to organize their ideas, teach them how to connect them using the linking words that they have learned earlier. So now, let's look how graphic organizers and mind map work. So the first tool that we offer you is graphic organizers. This link will be below the video and here in this website you can find different graphic organizers that you can use, so read the description of a graphic organizer and use them in your classrooms. So the next tool is MindMeister. So here, after creating your account in Office 365, you will be able to use Microsoft Teams. This tool is really useful to collaborate with your students. For example, you can create different classes for your students. I have created the class AD English. And my students really like to use MindMeister in their classes. So here MindMeister is a tool like mind map to create mind maps. And here this is the example of a mind maps that my students created. So here, for example, my students can write different ideas for their stories, and they can make them unique using different patterns, different colors, and using different pictures for their ideas. It will be really useful for your students to organize their ideas. How to teach grammar? According to the program, it doesn't exist separately. It's a separate strand and is presented as a use of English, but it should be integrated with the language skills as listening, reading, writing, and also speaking. The significant point when you learn grammar is that you should learn it through the content. For instance, while reading or listening, pay students attention to some grammar structures. And do not forget about PPP rules. It is presentation when you discuss the rules with your students. The next is practice, when students complete numerous activities which can be used for this stage, including gap fill, sentence transformation, split sentences, questionnaires, matching, etc. And the last is production. When students make up sentences individually according to the content that they have. The last but not the least is practice. Practice makes perfect. Doing all things above without practicing speaking is just a waste of time. The best way to practice speaking is to speak with a native speaker. Unfortunately, usually schools do not have an opportunity to have an international teacher in their staff. However, the Microsoft Educator community can help you to keep in touch with the teachers all around the world. The link to the community is below the video. There you can negotiate with other teachers, experts, or even professors to organize a conference via Skype. Here is the short video of Skype conference between two NIS schools and a student from London.
Born in the country of Kazakhstan. I was adopted when I was 1 month old, and I was raised in the United States. Now, currently, I'm actually studying in London. That's where I'm currently based. And yes, so I'm 20 years old now. And I feel like that's a good introduction. Is there any questions about I can maybe elaborate on?
My name is Miguel Sultan, and here's my first question. So all of us want to know your opinion about this problem. And according to your article, you say that even at work, people around you used to call you by bad words like terrorist or something like that. And here's my question. Why do always people look or pay attention to the ethnic background, to religion, to the color of skin and all this stuff? Can they just live without commenting each other? Why does society always pay attention to this?
Thank you very much for watching this video, and we did our best, and we hope that this video will be really practical for you.